NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Let's go. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns. Stopping him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Harris running straight ahead. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Complete. It's Henry. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Jones. Rolling to his right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it up. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, Mayfield. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who puts it. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. McCaffrey will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. sets at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. That's returnable now for Smith. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers have moved out in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 31, Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Off the play fake, Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Jones looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. Jones now. A final shot before break. And his throw here's incomplete. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And Roberts choosing not to bring this. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw is caught here by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably in.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They run once more with Stevenson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Wrecking the defense there was Brandon Smith. Back to stop him before he got to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Zappe. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Zappe. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Folk's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That is caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 66 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make 1 more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Zappe now on 1st and 10. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Zappe. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Zappe. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Fourth down now. Here's Zappe. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
That's good for Patriots.
They'll throw again with Zappe. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Zappe. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st down, here's Zappe. And he knocks the ball away, and it it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Zappe. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down, here's Zappe. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, Mayfield to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And touchdown, Carolina. Laviska Shenault, 40 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. On 2nd and 9, Zappe. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
on the draw is Stevenson. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Let's go.
On 4th down, it's Zappe. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Zappe looking to throw it on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Zappe. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're going to get this up to midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another throw coming for Zappe. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Zappe. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points that